right, let's give it up one time for Dave. All right, come on, man. He is nothing but a tiger. He goes out there, he gets it. He gets the truth. Tell him about Dave.
That guy that's a comedian?
Right.
That they let him on the radio because he's got funny things to say?
That's right. Where do you find that radio?
I find that radio on the air in the middle of that radio station over there in that 106.7 radio station, right?
Somewhere's around there.
KWSS.
Sit back, hold it on tight. Let's all have a little shot of moonshine. Somebody holler out, Hillbilly!
This is Gina.
And this is Tim. Brick. And Clay. And we're Crooked Grin.
You're listening to the Dave Darin Show.
Phoenix!
Hey guys, this is Rick. Hey, and this is Chris. We're from the band Trident. You're listening to the Dave Darin Show, where local music rocks.
I'm Ukulele Ray.
And we're the Coconuts.
And we listen to Dave Darin with our hearing aids.
This is Element 115, and you're listening to the Dave Darin Show.
I'm Greg Freiler, stand-up comedian, and you're listening to the Dave Darin Show.
Hi, this is Stan Sorensen, and you're listening to the Dave Darin Show.
Yeah, this is Doja and B-Hugs of Money's My Business Entertainment, and we're here on the Dave Darin Show, showing some love.
Hey, what's up, Phoenix? This is Nate.
And I'm Jimmy T. Wilson, and we are the
Nate Williams Band
from
the Dave Darin Show.
We love it, baby.
You're listening to the Dave Darin Show on the radio.
Hi, I'm Tony Vistic. I've been on national television, cable television, local television. Now I'm on the Dave Darin Show.
Hi, this is Carla with Element 115, and you're listening to the Dave Darin Show.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to the Dave Darin Show this week with Andrew.
Hey, Dave. How you doing today?
Not too bad. Underdog Studios, right?
Underdog Studios,
here we are
yeah.
again. This is week number 3 or 4, right?
4.
We've been on here.
3, 4.
Yeah, awesome. Having a good time?
I'm having a great time.
Great. James here, the engineer, is sitting in now the second week in a row, right?
Yes, I am. Here
How's
I
it
am.
going there, James?
It's going good.
Good. And we got a new band here. We got a couple guys here. We got a few random drunks. Josh, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not randomly drunk tonight.
Oh, no, I'm sober as can be.
Okay,
my friend.
and who else we got here?
Franko Ditty Danko.
Franko, now are you in the same band as?
I am indeed. In
a few random drunks too, right?
And
Cool.
I also have a solo project.
Okay, so let's talk to James a bit. James, you got a new thing going on with this electronic cigarette now, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to quit, right?
I'm trying to quit. Originally, that was the intention, but it's just not quite.
It's just more satisfying.
Yeah, well, not even that. It's just when you don't want to go outside, really. And I have a baby now, so I try to keep the stink off of a cigarette. But other than that, it's just kind of a backup.
Looks like a real cigarette too, right? But I don't smell the smoke because water vapor, right?
Exactly.
Which is kind of cool. You know, there's a new thing now for the gay people. They got this thing you stick in your mouth, and you can adjust the sperm taste on it.
Oh my goodness!
And that's how they wean you off sucking guys off.
That's what they used for Rod Stewart, wasn't it?
Yeah, I heard something about it. Was that a rumor or was that true? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was
probably true.
Nobody is going to admit to that. You know?
Yeah, I guess. I got this critique from another radio station.
Yes, he did.
They said that my show is not tight and that the bands take over the show. And I said, well, the whole concept of this show is for the bands to take over because it's not really my show. It's the talent of the bands. Otherwise, my show would suck if it was just me.
Well, I think it's kind of a 50-50 effort here on your side of the table and our side of the table. I mean, if we don't deliver, you got nothing to play on, and if you don't deliver, I have nothing to play on. So
it depends how aggressive you want to get too.
Yeah.
Go take over a studio. That's right. Name the place.
That's right, man. I once thought about taking over Canada with nothing but a pickup truck and a baseball bat. So
right.
there you go. They don't have guns there.
Exactly.
A couple years ago, I ran. Did you know this, Andrew? When I was on another radio station, I ran for King of Arizona.
King of Arizona.
Country. I ran for King of Arizona. I figured I'd take off a little slice first.
I did not know that, Dave.
I ran
That's
for King
awesome.
of Arizona. Yeah.
How'd that end up?
Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not good. This week, that same radio station critiqued last week's show.
Oh, what did they say this time?
Now they said that there's too much talk on my station. Now I played back the show last week, and there were actually 8 songs we played
in 1 hour.
In 1 hour of 3 or so minutes, so it was like 20. I calculated 28 minutes of music, and the rest was talk. But of course, the whole idea of the show is promote you guys,
promote the band,
sure,
where you guys are playing, how to get CDs, MySpace, Facebook, and all that stuff.
Right on.
And I guess what's happened is because people like I used to be on AM. When you listen to AM, you're used to more talking than you are on FM. So they hear talking on FM. They think it's just too much talk. They want to hear the music more. But the whole concept of the show is to promote the bands.
Yeah, totally.
And where you guys are. And get to know you a bit on the radio, right? That's the whole concept.
Which is definitely nice. And that's an outlet I think that most bands from, Arizona don't really have other places.
That's right. So that's the purpose of the show. And I think what's happening, too, is people are getting lazy now. They're not talking. They're on computers. They're pinging, chatting. True. So everyone's lazy. In fact, I've noticed some people there, they're even too lazy to open up their mouths to eat. And then finally when they open up their mouths to eat and they shovel the food in, that's why you see these people and they're chewing with their mouths open, is because, oh damn, I opened my mouth. I'm too lazy to close it to eat. So that's what's going on here. So I don't know. That's what I'm witnessing.
Yeah, it's absolutely true, man. I think people are becoming more socially awkward too, just because they are. Everybody wants to communicate via text message, email, stuff like that. It's it's very rare.
LOL.
For example, one of the last interviews I did for one of the local papers, I didn't even get a chance to meet with somebody and actually do the interview. They emailed me the questions, and then asked me to email my responses back, and that's what got printed in said paper.
Yep.
You can't even meet somebody and have a cup of coffee anymore, sit down face to face like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Look each other in the eye and be people, and that's where all this social anxiety comes from. That's why the entire world's on Xanax now.
Yeah. All this instant gratification. I mean, I have that at home, but it's called premature ejaculation when I'm home.
And have you noticed that most people will say
notice
far...
that I premature ejaculate? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not where I was going with that.
Okay.
Have you noticed that people will say far worse things via a text message than they will in person?
Oh,
For
absolutely.
instance, sexting. Like, people will say way dirtier things that they wouldn't actually verbalize to a woman in real life. But,
text you something they would never say to you online at the bank.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right. So what's going on with you guys? We got again a few random drunks, right?
Yeah.
How many are in your band, by the way? How many few random drunks are there?
There's a total of 5 of us. There's Franko here. There's myself.
Franko plays what? What instrument?
No, Franko does backup vocals, harmonicas, and pretty much anything else we need him to do, really.
Okay. What do you do?
I am rhythm guitar lead singer.
And
we got a bass player named Parker. Parker Hall-Ritchie, just to give him his shout out. Our drummer is Freddie G. And our lead guitarist is Cliff Hawkersmith.
Cool. So I counted, what, 4?
5.
5.
Total of 5. Yeah, so not so random. More specific than random, really.
Okay.
But in the beginning, it was kind of random. We were just kind of playing musical chairs with the instruments,
Cool, okay.
So we finally...
And what kind of music is it?
It's I always like the term humble, drunk, and party rock, but it's got an Americana influence to it, heavily Tempe based, we're kind of all in that Mill Avenue scene.
So Tempe actually has its own type of music? Because you said that before. You were on the show like a couple months ago.
I think so. Bands that fall into that category are, bands that have been around since the late 80s, early 90s. Bands like Gin Blossoms, Dead Hot Workshop, the Pistoleros.
Yep. You know all these guys too, right? You played with them?
Yeah. Last time I was on the show, we were doing promotion, with the Persuaders, who was comprised of members of Dead Hot Workshop and Pistoleros and Gin Blossoms. Pretty good friends with a lot of those guys, and they've kind of taken me under their wing as like a little brother type. So that's been pretty nice too,
Cool. So now that I've talked a lot and the guy from the other station is listening in saying I'm talking too friggin' much, let's get to some of your music. What are you going to play here?
I think we're going to do the first track off of our CD, which is called Floundering, and that's been the one that we've had the most luck with.
This is Floundering by a few random drunks. Here we go.
Got no benefits, my future's not bright, I'm still wearing shades. Try to hide behind this fake smile, it's just a pack of lies, it's all a pack of lies. No
Floundering by a few random drunks. And during that track, the other radio station,
they emailed
they
again.
contacted me. They sent me an email. They said, your show is Floundering. And I emailed them back. I said, no, the name of the song was Floundering. Yeah. So I think this guy's smoking something. It's not the electronic cigarette.
Not the electronic cigarette.
He's got a little 420 going on there.
Little 420?
Now, how do you say that when you're a hillbilly? Because someone told me that. There's a way of...
There's a way of saying it?
You're a little hillbilly Rastafari, huh?
I don't know, man. I'm more of a random drunk than a pot smoker. So.
Yeah, I'm a pot smoker, and I'm not really sure what hillbillies call it.
Huh. So now, where are you guys playing? You're going to be playing somewhere soon, right?
Yeah, we got a couple of gigs coming up. I'm going to talk about the first one. I'm going to let Franco talk about the second one a little bit.
Okay.
But the first thing we're doing, we'll be playing, I guess, day after tomorrow, Friday, at the Sail Inn, which is at 26 South Farmer in Tempe. And we're going to be doing a show out there, 21 and older. But it's going to feature a bunch of bands that we play with pretty often. Beauty and the Treach, Creepy Jack, Adam's Fall, and of course us, a few random drunks. We should be on stage by about 10 o'clock or so. Mm-hmm. And I think the cover on that one's going to be $5, if I remember correctly. Okay. And then Franco and I have a double birthday bash coming up. I'm going to let him talk about that a little bit.
Uh-huh.
We got, the 14th of May at Chasers in Scottsdale. All ages. It's actually our birthday bash, as well as the 12-year anniversary of Ether Bunny Records.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to have some bands come out and get crazy.
Now, whose birthday? It's a birthday
Well, he
bash.
and I actually are a day apart as far as...
His birthday is May 21st. Mine's May 22nd.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So,
there you go.
Yeah, like you said, it's at Chaser's Bar there in Scottsdale, 8005 East Roosevelt Road.
Uh-huh.
You know, so...
it's all ages.
Yeah.
All ages for that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Bring the kids.
$5 is 21, gets you a bar, and I think 8 under 21.
So I can buy the young girls there some lollipops, so I don't have to go to high schools to pick them up this time, right? I can do that. That works.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, Dave. If I were you, I would go to the high schools, pick up some girls, and just bring them to the show.
There you go.
Okay.
You
Well,
know?
I could just bring them to jail with me, right, after people hear the show on the radio. Okay. So that's pretty cool, guys. So let's play another track by you guys. What are we going to play now?
We're going to play track 5 off our album, which is available on iTunes, by the way. And this is called Sarah's Song.
Do you know a Sarah?
I do. I used to date a girl named Sarah, actually.
Is this a hostile song or a nice song? Or?
No, not at all. And in fact, most people mistake it as a love song, and it's really not. It's just kind of
You killed her already, so it's not a love song. It's a funeral song.
No, it's just a story about dating someone that you both know that you're not compatible, but you just let it go on for longer than it should.
Okay, I'm going to dedicate this song to my wife who's listening tonight. Okay.
Whiskey bottle to the bathroom stall. Poison by
iTunes. With how many? Is the whole CD available on iTunes, or just select tracks?
No. The whole CD is available. The name of the album is World Famous Countywide, and that was just kind of a joke that I came up with on the fly probably about 7 years ago. It was something I said on stage, and Franko here really liked it. It just kind of stuck as something because it felt very true at the time. We were doing a lot of interviews and things with a lot of the local papers and music magazines and stuff like that. We were getting a lot of local recognition, but, you know, I mean, you drive out of state or even as far as Flagstaff, you know, and nobody knew who the heck we were. So it got kind of strange in the beginning, you know. I started signing autographs within like a 15-mile radius of my house, but if I went any further than that, just a normal guy again.
And this guy's on our show thinking it's going to change.
No,
just joking. It will. It'll be highly successful if you keep coming on this show.
I'm pretty content with being world famous countywide, my friend. So anything that happens beyond that is just a bonus. I try not to have expectations. That way I'm never really let down.
We're huge in Canada, too. Don't forget that.
We are huge in Canada these days. Oddly enough, our album
you wanted to go take over the country there.
No, actually, with
the baseball bat.
Well, I think
we're
that
taking it over.
Musically.
I think that's what. I think that's why I didn't have to make the trip with the baseball bat because they just started buying our record, and I was like, you know what, those guys in Canada, they're all
Mounties seem kind of serious.
Yeah, that's true.
How are they picking up your stuff? How are they finding out about it in Canada?
Well, you know, we did the distribution deal through iTunes to where the album's available in the U.S., Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Japan, and the UK. So.
But Canada's been your
but Canada,
your best spot.
Canada and the U.S. are.
I like beer. A lot of really drunks over there.
Indeed, you got to have something to listen to after the hockey games, you know.
Yep. Hey.
That's cool. So, are you planning any tours in Canada?
Not at the moment. I would love to. I would go anywhere we're invited to go, you know. But thus far, that opportunity hasn't really presented itself, you know. So hopefully in the future, though, that's something we'll get done.
Now, why not? You know, this is interesting. You mentioned all those places. Now we're sort of close to Canada. It's connected to the U.S., right?
Indeed.
How about Mexico? What's going on with that?
That's a good question.
A lot of drunks in Mexico.
A lot of drunks in Mexico.
There are a lot of drunks in Mexico.
Siesta thing they do at lunchtime, and they're all nipping a bottle and all that.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think
actually, I believe today is Cinco de Mayo.
That's right.
Oh, it is, fellas.
They're nipping the bottle right now.
Right now.
Yeah.
We gotta
all over town. In fact, we should go.
Yeah. That's right. What the heck are we doing?
What are we doing?
Dismissed.
What are we doing in here?
What are we
James,
doing here?
You're invited. Bring your electronic cigarette. All the gay population, bring your electronic penises, and we'll meet you at Cinco de Mayo somewhere.
Yeah, well, I won't be bringing those.
No. You won't.
That's
you got a real live penis at home, right?
You got a real live penis at home.
Just the one in my pants. That's the real life penis.
And I got the few random drunks thinking, geez, I came on the show thinking it was popular enough that we're going to get popular in all these countries outside of Maricopa County. And they're on the show here with this friggin' lunatic talking to us.
About penises.
That's the faces, right?
Well, this is not my first appearance, Dave, so.
Right.
I knew you like to talk about penises, so.
It's a crazy show. It is. It's a crazy world.
It is, but it's a crazy good time.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Absolutely.
It's exactly what I say. Why should I do a boring show that you can hear anywhere else in Arizona? Because I think Arizona radio is boring. I came from the East Coast.
A lot of it can be.
Oh, no, a lot of it is.
You're right.
A lot of it is. I don't listen to Arizona radio. And I
understand.
don't mind saying that. I listen to our station because I think our station's got some pretty good guys on it.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm serious too. And we have all local artists come on.
Yeah, there's very few places for local artists
right.
to
That's
showcase.
right. And we actually care about you guys. I mean, all the other shows, like Shane does a show here. He's on Tuesday night. I plug
Tuesday
him.
nights.
I don't plug him. I don't need the electronic penis because I've got Shane.
Yeah.
but I give him credit. He's got a show there. Shane, he's on Tuesday 7-8. I'm on Thursday 7-8, and he's on there. He does a good job with the local band. He mostly spins CDs of the guys. So I'm the guy. I have the bands come on and play live in the studio.
Yeah, totally.
And we actually do care about the music, and that's why we do the show here. That's why KWSS exists, to help out you guys, right?
Right on, man.
That's what we're doing. So while we're helping you guys out, what's another track by you guys? What are you going to do next?
Well, actually, I think we're going to turn it over and play a couple tracks from Franko's solo project.
Franko's solo project.
So you want to set that up for us, Franko?
Sure. Let's see. First track I think is Quite the Same.
Quite the same as the second
Quite the
track.
same.
So they're the same. We'll just
So
play
the
one.
It's called Quite the Same.
Oh, okay.
I do appreciate your sense of humor, though.
Okay, there we go. So it's Quite the Same by
Franko Ditty Danko.
Follow you with their empty minds, fill their hair, hollow lights, promises, brighter lights, bought and sold, package lives, one by one, they all fall in line, vying for time, calling it forever. And in my head, I hear them cry, open your mind, call it whatever. Just don't feel quite the same to me. Time will tell, fate she abides. War on man, genocide, friend of free, greed and glory. Same old ending, same old story. And by one, they all fall in line, vying for time, calling it forever. And in my head, I hear them cry, open your mind, it's only like whatever. And it just don't feel quite the same to me. Just don't feel quite the same.
Man, was that good.
That was
a
good.
great
Yeah,
track.
I gotta say that's absolutely my favorite song of his.
So what's going on with you? A solo act? Are you performing solo? as
Yeah.
well?
Yes, I do. Actually, yeah, I'll be performing on the 14th along with everybody else.
Oh, the Chasers event.
Yep.
Right.
Indeed. I believe also on Friday too.
Yeah, you'll be playing tomorrow at the Sail Inn as well. Because that's one thing that we try to do, you know. I mean, because there's another guy, like our lead guitarist, for example, Cliff Hawkersmith, is he fronts his own band as well called Horizon Eye, and so really, you know, we really have 3 bands in one, easy. So it's really easy for us just to, if a band falls out, you know, musicians are flaky people, Dave.
Yeah.
So,
Yes,
we'll book a show a lot of times and we'll have a band that doesn't even show up. So the beauty of that is, though, having these 2 guys in my band that have bands of their own or solo projects, they're always willing to jump in, fill a slot. And I think we finally hit a turning point in our career, too, where we just realized, you know, why are we even bothering with these bands that don't show up? You know, I'm not going to mention anybody by name, but there's one, for example, that just no called, no showed 2 times.
Two times.
2 times, yeah.
So now he's out.
Franco
you
wound
don't
up
go for 3 strikes, right? He's out now.
He's
right?
out already, buddy.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
you know, Franco wound up picking up one of those sets and playing a solo acoustic set. And then on the second time that happened to us, our lead guitarist, Cliff Hawkersmith, wound up picking up a guitar and doing his original material.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's kind of the beauty of a few random drunks is really we're 3 bands in one. So that's almost a full night of entertainment within within itself, you know,
Yeah,
out of 5 guys. So
and you shouldn't be doing that, like not making
No, you
gigs,
don't.
because now with like all the electronic stuff and the social media, I mean that gets out there. You get a bad
You'll be
reputation, spiraling
your
out
name.
there, right?
Yeah, and
Shouldn't be doing
I
that
didn't want
now.
to take it that route. That's why I didn't mention the
You didn't?
band's
Okay.
name, you know. But
I'm going to research them, and it'll be announced
Shit,
next
man,
week
look
on
in
the
the
Dave
New
Darren
Times
Show.
anytime you want to see the same names of the bands.
Yeah, there you have it.
Now, you had a New Times magazine with you. Was there a reason for that? You have an ad in there?
Just look at it.
Just looking at, they're looking in the back side. The
Pay
personals,
attention.
right?
Personals.
Personals are in the back.
Personals are in the back.
I
yes, they
I
are.
checked them out. Let's check them out now and call up. Let's call up and get some hookers to come in here. What do you
It's your
think?
show, man.
It's your show, bro. We can do whatever you like.
That's right. We should have a hooker, because
We should have
remember
a hooker?
last week we talked to Andrew when he had his ex-wife on the phone.
Oh, yes.
And you weren't getting late enough, so I think we're going to pick you up a hooker after the show.
Okay, there you
Hey,
go.
there we go. Plus, you know, Cinco de Mayo, and
Yeah,
it should be
you can
easy.
Pick up 5 hookers.
Right.
today.
Cinco de, yeah, exactly.
5 for 1 special.
5 for 1.
Yeah, 5 diseases in 1. No problem. All right, guys. So let's one more song from you, Franco. What do you think?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, what do you got now?
The next one, let's see, is In Between.
Photograph, black and white, still frame memory fades to black. By candlelight, I blindly try to read, strolling gold and bound in leather skin. Saw the prophet's salvation they found within. Then I saw the light, oh, the righteous and divine. Here I am, caught in between. Endless sky above me, infinite is down below. Here I am, caught in between. Paper man carved upon this world in his mind, grain of sand drifting through the hourglass of time. Make his stand, imprint himself upon this face of life in a tragic hand. God, it sends reality sublime. Then I saw the light, oh, the righteous and divine. There I am, caught in between. Endless sky above me, infinite down below. There I am, caught in between. It was the love of your life. It was the love of your life. It was the love of your life. It was the love of your life.
Any of your stuff on iTunes as well? Or
no,
going to be?
No, actually, it's mostly just like MySpace and
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
And what is your MySpace? How do people hook up with you on MySpace?
It's Ether Bunny Records.
Okay.
MySpace / Ether Bunny Records.
Okay.
Google, Random Drunks, Ether
Okay.
Bunny Records, Ditty Danko, Josh
Yeah.
Preston, any of them.
That's totally true, man. We have quite a few things out there. We even have there's I think 7 music videos on YouTube. You know, that are mostly slideshow videos, but there's some live footage out there too. Yeah, we're on Facebook. You can just hit that
Cool.
Hit that engine search, a few random drunks, or we're on MySpace as well, myspace.com/random drunks. And
they keep abbreviating it. Why didn't you say a few random drunks?
Well, you know,
all you guys are drunk now, so it's not a few and they're not random. Everyone's drunk now, right?
That's true. That's true. But I find sometimes too, Dave, that's just hard for people to remember. They always remember the random drunks part, but it's the a few that a lot of people forget to add in. So a lot of times I'll just jump right to this, you know, the main two words, random drunks, seems to stick out in people's heads, and it seems like they just find us easier that way.
Well, guys, thanks for coming on the show. And again, where are you performing this Friday, right?
Tomorrow night we'll be at the Sail Inn. Show starts at 9 o'clock. And once again, that's at 26 South Farmer in Tempe. And should be a $5-6 cover at the most. And that's a full night of entertainment, you know, 6 acts. So.
Great, okay. It's a few random drunks. And we'll be out later on picking up Andrew here, a few random hookers.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I'm riding along, guys.
I'm riding a few random hookers
in that.
too.
Okay.
Dave's paying for the
thanks
limo.
for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us,
Dave. We'll check you
Dave.
guys out at the Sail Inn, okay?
Right on, buddy.
Cool.
Thanks for having us on.
Thanks.
Thank you guys.
Thanks to Franko, too. Thanks, James, for not lighting up in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.